Court is calling 2022 CR 6495, State of Texas versus Antonio Rios III. Could I have parties approach and announce for the record, please?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Gary Trek for the defendant.
Are you Mr. Rios?
Yes.
All right, defense, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Rios, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Excuse me, when we're on the record, there should be no talking in the box. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on a possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams as a second degree felony? The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication will revoke, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. The state opposes your application. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Our statement submit was the market states exhibit 1 into evidence.
No objection.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding you guilty if you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We'll do press PSI, Judge.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes.
All right. State.
Your Honor, just to clarify, my note indicated it was supposed to be a cap of 8 years. I don't know if that is fully in the paperwork.
Oh, it's a cap of 8?
Yes,
So
Your
let me
Honor.
put down a cap because it just said,
8 years. Sorry about that, Your Honor.
all right, no problem. All right, state you're opposed to his application. Is there a reason for the opposition?
I don't have a file in front of me, but from my memory, I believe it was this kind of history. That's why we wanted to do the PSI, just to maybe have a full background to understand.
Okay, what is his criminal history?
Again, Your Honor, I don't have a file in front of me. I do remember that was why I did the cap of 8.
All right, what is your criminal history? And you need to tell me everything. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need you to speak up a little bit. And then what? All right, does he have violent history, state?
Again, Your Honor, I don't have the full history in front of me.
Just alcohol and drugs.
Just 1 second, we're gonna find out.
From what I can tell, no violent history, at least here in Bear County, but I don't have access to the NCIC, TCIC.
No.
Okay. Did you guys run it and see?
So we had it in the file again, it's just because it was recalled. from yesterday.
Judge, if you'll give us a second, let's see if we can.
Okay, all right, they're gonna see if they have it. So just have a seat. But before you have a seat, if you drug tested today, what are the results gonna be?
I've been concerned since,
Okay, all right, just have a seat. We're gonna come back to your case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're back on the record in 2022 CR 6495, State of Texas versus Antonio Rios III. All right, so we're in sentencing. Does Mr. Rios have any violent criminal history?
No, Your Honor, he does not.
Okay, so what is his criminal history?
Your Honor, so he does have, as you mentioned, the DWI, which a few years ago, he was convicted on that. He was convicted on a possession case. He was originally granted deferred back in 2019, but then his probation was revoked back in March of 2021. He was sentenced to 2 years EDC. That was less than a year ago from his current offense.
All right, so Mr. Rios, you've already previously been sworn in by the clerks. Are you employed? What do you do?
I'm doing punch out lab for punch.
I'm sorry, could you speak up?
I'm doing punch out man
What is punch out?
I do all the name jobs for company, like building, they're building new houses.
Oh, okay.
And so all the little stuff that they need.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes,
What are their ages?
my son is 26 and my daughter's 25. You have a baby granddaughter, right? Wow.
So, how do you spend your spare time when you're not working?
Well, when I'm working, I can fix it up on 9 or 10 hours of my time, and then after that, I just stay at home and visit my granddaughter and my grandson.
All right. You said you've been sober since Mother's Day. What is the reason for your sobriety starting on Mother's Day?
Oh, well, it was a wake up call for me.
Wow.
I was having problems with my fiance. Well, we were just both my girlfriends.
Okay, you're whispering and you're like talking very fast.
No, we used to be boyfriend and girlfriend before, but now when I went into jail, I closed her, so now I'm trying to do a lot better friends.
Why is it that men propose to women when they're in jail?
This is a wake up call. Pretty much.
No, is it a wake up call or you just want somebody to put money on your commissary?
Oh, no, it's a wake-up call. Especially since she has medical problems and I want to help her out. What kind of medical problems? She got into an accident like 15 years ago. What she has surgery on her knees and her stomach and all that.
All right, here's the thing, Mr. Rios, you know you better than I know you. I see it's all possession cases, none of it is delivery. If I give you your deferred adjudication, what's going to end up happening is if you are revoked on that, you're looking at the full range of punishment, which is 20 years prison. If I were to sentence you today, I know the state is asking for a cap of 8 years. I will give you 3. So I don't know you other than just meeting you now. Of course, I know you from, coming in court each day, but that's all I know about you. So you need to look in your heart and make a decision on whether or not you can successfully complete deferred adjudication. And I will put you on deferred adjudication for 6 years. So in your heart, if you know that you can't do that, if you want, I'll send you to prison for 3 years. You do your time and here we are.
I be able to do it.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, look deep inside. Don't feel that you have to say you can do it because it's in front of me. Right, or because it's in front of your attorney or for the state's in front of the probation. So it's completely what you feel you can do. All right, so I'm gonna put you on GPS to begin with. And it will be GPS tracking so that we can make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. Yes, but even though it's GPS tracking, there's going to be a curfew associated with it. All right, so his curfew is going to be 10 unless he's working probation. So it's 10 p.m. All right, this is what the court is going to do. 6 years deferred adjudication. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to do the triple T parenting. Okay, just turn it into probation. I'm going to do the triple T parenting since you do have young grandchildren, and I always say people can always learn something. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be random UAs until further notice, or either you can do the drug patch. The drug patch is different because there won't be a random UA where they call you and say you need to come in. You'll have the patch and they'll remove that. And we're going to do random UAs or either the drug patch for 6 months. And if there are no issues with that, then we can go to regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month. There's to be GPS tracking, waive fees with a curfew of 10 p.m. There's to be proof of employment. within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else he needs
No, Your Honor.
Judge, the only thing, are we putting a time limit on the GPS
until further notice?
to further do so? Somebody have to file a
So let me
motion.
just tell you, do not come for me to have GPS removal before at least 3 months. All right. Mr. Rios, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, everything's going very well right now for me. Looking forward to this.
All right, if there's something you need, be sure to let probation know. If there is, because you've been sober since Mother's Day, if you're maintaining that by going to sober meetings, you need to continue that. I always tell people, go to as many sober meetings as you need to go in order to maintain your sobriety. It doesn't extend the length of your probation. All right. All right, I'm gonna show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Just remain in court. They'll go over conditions with you. Thank you, State.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2022 CR 6495. State of Texas versus Antonio Rios III. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar with the state of Texas.
Defense,
Michael J. Sawyer for the defendant, Your Honor.
and are you Antonio Rios III?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. And states motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Antonio Rios III who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 6495 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance? Penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on September 20th, 2022 for a term of 6 years. Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Antonio Rios III then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of December 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's SATIC followed by after.
Is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you can lower your hand, make sure you speak up, state your name for the record.
Antonio Rios III.
All right. So why do you feel you need to go to SATA?
But I really had a pretty hard time, trying to make it out here in the free world, and lost my home, and job was going pretty slow, and just didn't have a car or anything to work with, so I couldn't really put myself out there.
SATA is not for people who've lost their homes. So we're back to, why do you feel that you need SATA?
Oh, I guess
No, not I guess.
for me to help me with the problem that I've had for a while.
And what is that?
Having drug problem.
And what drug is that?
That was methamphetamine.
All right. And I see your tattoos. Is any of that gang related?
Oh, no, man, they're just regular pet tattoos.
Probation, has there been a gang evaluation done on him? Here's the thing. Many times I'm asking about tattoos because I'm curious, but there are also some tattoos that are gang related. If you're not honest with me about your gang affiliation, you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to be sitting at the jail, if I follow this agreement, waiting to go to SATA, and then SATA is going to discover that you're a gang member and you're not going to be eligible for SATA. And then it's going to come right back here. So Any gang affiliation?
No, no, not whatsoever.
Okay,
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
I had that conversation with my client. I don't know advance the court's position in these matters. I want to know any symbols related to. And that's 13, next to mafia, any gangs after, and he said no. We just tattoos he had acquired.
okay. All right, probation, is this your recommendation?
Yes.
All right, what have you done on probation other than not appear?
What I have done the Zoom class, participated on Zoom with my probation officer.
So you're saying you did orientation where you checked in?
Yes,
So that's all you've done. So basically you have done nothing.
Right.
So why should I continue you?
just so I don't have to be out there in the streets and doing the same thing again. I don't want.
No, but everybody over in the box and everybody who goes to prison would love to say, give me a chance so that I won't be out there doing the same thing.
Right.
That's not a good reason. It doesn't appear that you've done well on probation.
I haven't, Your Honor, that's true, but given the fact that I had no place to go, it didn't give me the chance to get myself out there.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, though, why is the court, because this is a criminal court, why is the court responsible for you having a place to go?
Well, it'll help me find myself, I guess. I'm trying to do better for my life, and with a program like this.
How old are you?
48.
All right, I can say this because I've had family members who were your age and actually older who are saying they're trying to find themselves. You should have already found yourself.
Right.
You know, that gap year, although I wasn't allowed a gap year, but that gap year is from the time you leave high school before you go to college, so you can supposedly find yourself. You know, in my household, you can find yourself in a room, you can find yourself at a job, but nobody's going to be sitting around this house finding themselves without working or going to school. Do you have children?
Yes, I do. They're grown up.
And what are their ages?
28 and 29.
And did you participate in their upbringing?
Yes, I've talked to them at their upbringing.
When did you start using drugs?
After I was like maybe 28, 29.
Well, let me just tell you. Deputy Laura always says that probation in this court is very hard. And it's hard because, one, I'm trying to give you the tools you need to rehabilitate yourself. But sometimes it's too hard for people and they come right back.
Well,
So-
I have been clean for the past 6 months, 8 months.
So I'm going to give you a choice. Some people I cannot give choices. I already know what choice Deputy Laura would choose because she's already told me sometimes which choice she would choose. So here's your choice for today.
Okay.
One, I think ISF cognitive and substantive would be better for you than SATA. So I could send you there, or either I will revoke you and give you 3 years in the prison. You will do your time. Maybe you'll get paroled early, maybe not, but at most you'll do 3 years. Then when you get out, if you still want to find yourself, you can find yourself, hopefully without picking up new cases. There are plenty of free rehab places you can go to. My understanding, San Antonio has some great shelters because there's the Salvation Army, there's Haven for Hope, there's all of that here in San Antonio that is for free. So which you would prefer?
Would like to participate in the program.
Okay. All right. I'm going to deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include ISF, cognitive and substantive. There's to be the UA hotline upon release. And that's until further notice. And I've previously ordered employment for you. So proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And probation will continue with the previously ordered field visits. And that's one time per month.
Thank you, George.
Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Thank you very much.
All right, we can go off the record from here on out in your life. Everything that you do, there are two questions you should ask yourself. You know what those two questions are? First question is what I'm doing, could it potentially result in me going to prison for 20 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And this court, communication is key. You have not been communicating with anyone. So if there's an issue, you need to let probation know. If you feel as though probation is not addressing that issue, then come to the court. We're always here. Do you understand?
So,
All right, good luck to you.
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.